Ghosts are real!
Evil Beth is on the loose.
One Beth got like her head ripped off by a different Beth, and it's Beth and nuts out here.
We need to collect the ingredients for an antivirus.
So what you're saying is that Kaos is kind of like a god here.
Chaos wants to be like a god here.
As her claws went through you, Chaos, you actually felt your consciousness pulled away and then come back. So we are actually going to open today's session on Effie and Charlotte.
Looting the shit out of the ship.
Apparently, we closed last time on them. We're going to open on them.
So they're stealing ship bits.
Gosh.
Chaos is stealing ship bits. Everyone's stealing ship bits.
Except for Zoo.
Except for Zoo, who's on a safari. But I'm not stealing any ship bits.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Wouldn't you think, Mom?
You say on a safari, I say not participating in the plot.
I have a suspicion that Beth is trying to stall me for some reason. Because she's like very interested in me staying in the holodeck.
Is it to be eaten by lions?
That's my concern, that she's like working for Virus Beth, but we'll see. I'm like, there's no way that Beth finds Zoomin this interesting. Nobody finds Zoomin
Nobody
this
finds Zoomin this interesting.
Gee, Scoop, I think this girl really likes me.
Oh, man.
Okay, Raggy.
All right.
Okay.
Anything? Okay.
So, as we'll just use Keith's line, stealing ship bits. So, you hear coming down from the hall a loud screeching and scratching at the wall. And the scratching actually sounds like fingernails across a chalkboard as it's coming closer and closer to you. The screeching is turning into howling and just pure rage. It's growing louder and louder as you're both in the room.
Hey, Effie, I think we should leave. Yeah.
Okay, just let me grab this unicorn figurine.
I guess. Yeah. Can we take a selfie with it?
Good idea. We have time for that.
Okay, awesome.
I mean, shouldn't your eyes just operate as a selfie camera whenever you look into a mirror or something?
My eye extends out of my head and
Oh my
turns around
gosh,
to take
oh
a
my
picture of
God.
this? Is that what you're
look at-
saying?
You're looking at a mirror. Look at a mirror and take a selfie.
Is there a mirror
You have a hard
around?
drive in your brain.
Is there a mirror around? We
Dan, is
face
there
a
a
mirror.
mirror?
I take
Dan,
a picture
oh my
with my
gosh.
brain, and then I print it out of my mouth and hand it to you.
It's like LaserJet. How old
Oh
are
my
you?
gosh.
Excuse me.
Effie.
Doesn't Charlotte have a phone that she can use to take
Yes,
a selfie?
she does. But this seems way more exciting.
So we opted out. We opted to use an eyeball. Oh goodness.
Then
All
we
right.
leave.
Selfie
right?
taken.
Okay. As you leave the room, you see a woman glowing red coming towards you, acting extremely animal-like as she's scratching at the walls with her long, claw-like fingernails. She stops at the sound of the door closing and looks at you. There's a moment of silence.
I take a picture of her.
It goes, and then
We take a picture of her at the same time.
No, but this time it's a Polaroid, so I have to shake it.
And I'm texting it to the whole group.
Okay, we're taking time to do that. Okay.
Have you seen her hair?
We're gonna take her down. Like
Also,
self-esteem first.
So as you're shaking the Polaroid, she rushes towards you and she swipes a claw at you, Effie.
I stick the Polaroid on the claw. Like I just hold the Polaroid out so the claw goes through it because I thought she wanted her picture.
Okay. Well, roll me a will against this claw strike.
4.
Okay, I currently have a 4-shift hit against you.
holy mother of Will.
How are you hitting me?
He's the Green Lantern. He uses the power of fear to defeat your will.
So she uses a stunt called Virtual Sting, which because we're in the simulation, her fight is defended with your will.
Okay, I get hit.
Okay.
That's what I get for being silly.
It was funny. I'm sorry, but so your mild consequence it's a mental consequence, but it also acts kind of physical in this world. So seeing double would actually be pretty good.
Okay, so as this happens, Shar lets out a little yell, let's say, and as soon as the claws are away from Effie, Shar steps between Effie and the virus Beth and goes, hey, everything's so okay. Like, we're here to help you and make it so that you don't feel bad anymore. We've got some aluminum and some salt somewhere, and we're totally gonna help you feel better. So, like, we're just really good friends, okay? And I'm gonna use my extra on that and spend a fate point. And I have a +8 to rapport to affect the humanoids, which I'm guessing since we're in a simulation, we all kind of count as humanoids.
You've used it against her before, so you have canon to know that it will work.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do. Nice. Okay. Effie needs to roll against it.
4.
I roll will against myself every morning when I'm getting out of bed.
Or are you rolling against your
Every
bed?
time I lose.
Okay.
That's only when the depression is really bad.
So Sarah got a 4, Dan, so she's definitely mellow.
Or happy.
Also mellow.
Okay, cool. You just barely got over me. I actually rolled a 7 on that. So for this round, the Veth will act a bit more friendly. It is Effie's turn.
So do we actually have the stuff to do something about her?
If I remember right, we collected the aluminum, and then Dan didn't let us get the salt.
I had everything.
Yeah, so I say we try running. Well, while Veth is not going to follow us.
You also needed egg protein.
Well, here's the thing. Technically, as women, they establish that they have.
Oh my
all
gosh!
the things
Let's not bring this up again. Scientifically, yes, but those are so minuscule.
Shar, there are 2 of you.
Effie, I'm pretty sure there's only one of me, but this probably means that we should get out of here because if you're seeing double, I'm gonna see like quadruple.
I try to pick up Shar.
Do you grab the wrong one?
That's what I'm asking.
Roll me a straight fate roll for that.
I got 1.
That's positive.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You fumble, but you do end up, I mean, like, it's kind of accidental that you pick up the right one.
And then I run away.
Woohoo! Escape run!
Okay. After a few seconds, you get around the corner, and as you're getting around the corner, you hear Veth actually she shakes off the good vibes, and you hear her howling from behind you.
Shar presses on her comms and goes,
Okay.
So, hey guys, but Effie's seeing double, and Veth is behind us, and we don't really know where to go, and I'm a little bit panicked. So, yeah, how are you guys doing?
I think it's funny that you're being carried by someone who is literally not seeing straight. Zoo responds with, I'm doing all right. I'm sort of going for like a pretty chill walk. It's nice in here. You guys should check out the holodeck. I got these like cool treats for answering a question about a giraffe. Hey, what's a Veth?
It's something our GM coined.
Oh, the holodeck sounds really cool, Zoo. Hey, Effie, maybe we should go to the holodeck. We could get some food. Maybe like egg protein?
Is that left, right, center left, center right?
There aren't that many doors.
I
That just means we're on the same page, making the same joke. It's just by the engine room. I'll save you guys a cuppa. Hey Beth, can you make some cuppas for my friends?
Of course I can zoom in. Anything for you.
There'll be some cuppa and some biscuits. They also want some egg protein. I'm not really sure what that looks like. Maybe an omelette? But let's go back to France. We can get omelette du fromage.
Wah.
We are heading back to the laboratory.
Who's that? Guys? Did
Chaos.
we add someone to the crew?
I am your Techno Messiah.
Chaos.
Also, I'm
Chaos.
kind of bleeding out.
Did we not have a conversation about what would happen when you reached a certain age? Good for you, buddy. Good for
Age is
you.
irrelevant to the Techno Messiah.
Wait till you see where their hair comes in. That's a
Okay.
puberty joke.
Yes. Okay, so we can head to the laboratory? Were we just there, Effie? I can't remember.
Yeah, we just need to go back the way that we came before we came into the... where we came.
Does that mean we have to go back where the crazy Beth was? Because I really don't want to do that.
I bet there's a way around. I'll just take this left turn.
Okay.
What? Where
Hey
are you
Beth,
going?
can you make it look like I'm in the laboratory?
I'm just seeing multiple paths, so I'm taking the leftmost path.
Roll to see if you run into the wall.
Are you trying to go into the mess hall?
No, she's
I don't
trying
actually
to
have
get
the
to
map up.
laboratory. She
Oh,
just
okay.
can't see. It's just being ridiculous.
We just want you to do the work for us, Dan, and tell us where to go.
And then we're in the laboratory, like
Yes.
magic.
Okay,
Ta-da!
Beth, can you make it look like I'm in the laboratory, please?
Anything for you, zoom in.
Okay,
And
now
then
I
it looks
assume
like
there
the
are cameras
laboratory.
in the laboratory, so it should actually look like to me that I can see all of you, and I don't know what you guys can see. Probably not me.
Probably not.
So I fully believe I am in the laboratory. Or at least close enough. I can hear what you're saying. So, hey guys, I'm not gonna go outside and risk that whole, like, Yvette thing that you're talking about, but I can see all you and hear you all, so I'm just gonna, like, keep my comms on and hang out and have a coffee with Beth. I'm gonna protect Holodeck Beth. Yeah, I'm protecting Holodeck Beth, guys.
Sure. We'll go with that.
I don't know why I'm out. I feel like I'm so apprehensive to use my powers now that it's been, like, axed, like, 4 times. I'm just like, I'm gonna hang out here.
Only twice? 3 times?
Minimum.
Wow, Effie, I can't believe that all of those left turns got us to exactly where we wanted to go. You're just absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. And you carried me while seeing double. Ugh, I just don't know how you do it.
So as Effie makes that last left turn, she actually hits the corner of the wall going into the laboratory and knocks her a bit, but she's just barely able to keep Shar in her arms and not drop you, which is amazing because Effie is amazing.
But now you guys have, like, this moment where she, like, clutches you really close because she's worried she's gonna drop you. So it's adorable.
Soup's adorbs. Oh god, I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, you're definitely channeling Char right now.
I'm just glad we made it.
Okay.
Is anyone else here? Or are we
Chaos and
alone?
Van Helsing should be there or coming soon. I don't know what they're doing.
Coming soon to a laboratory near you. The Old Man and the God.
Actually, Chaos and Van Helsing were already in the laboratory by the time you got there. I'm just gonna drop you in there. Is that
so
okay?
Chaos has
Just
had
drop you.
to abandon most of his massive golem suit, but he still has the head on, and that's why his voice still sounds so deep.
That's great. That's awesome. So, I mean, I had all of the components if we're counting my aluminum from my antiperspirant.
Oh,
So-
gosh, we're not. If they don't count our eggs, then we're not counting your antiperspirant.
So
Also,
that-
you have a giant aluminum number 2 around Effie's neck.
They also have an aluminum unicorn. They have a lot of aluminum stuff.
The unicorn stays with us, but you can have the 2.
No, wait, we need
Okay.
everything. Well, I assume that I Minecraft-like have combined all of the elements onto the table.
Not Minecraft like. Zelda Breath of the Wild, like. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, Chaos. Why is your head metal?
This is my vestments of godhood.
There's
Okay. Are you having a rough day, buddy? Are you okay?
He's not. He's not okay.
This is the greatest day of my life.
He's dying. He needs medical
A
attention
little
badly.
bit of data just streams out of his chest.
So Van Helsing, doctor, since you're a doctor, maybe you should help Chaos, and we'll make the antidote or whatever we're supposed to make.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just get out my data suture and start suturing him back up or whatever, what have you.
I'm sorry, was that Nathan saying that?
Oh, hang on. Let me get out my Van Helsing voice.
Is Nathan in the podcast now?
It's been a while since I've used the Van Helsing voice.
Is that what the Velcro was? You retrieving your Van Helsing voice from your wallet from the 90s?
Yes. Yes.
Place your offerings on the table before me, and I shall bless them with my power.
My gosh.
Oh, yeah, you've got to dump code into them, too.
Yeah, okay, so, Chaos, I think that you have gotten a little bit ahead of yourself. Probably you're not a god, you're just cool. Yeah, you're really cool.
You think I'm really cool?
Who's to say if
Chaos?
this is the delirium from the attack or just normal chaos?
Well, Shah thinks he's cool, so something's weird.
Char whispers to Van Helsing, just go with it. I've had to do this before. You would never imagine the kind of worship that he got in Paris. Yeah, I think you're super cool, Chaos. I just think that you need to take off, like, the giant head, and then we can all see the real cool Chaos instead of the kind of fake cool Chaos.
To be clear, this head goes, like, halfway down his chest.
Nice, nice.
Do we know what it's shaped like? Does it shape like Darth Vader's head?
No. It's just
So my thought is it looks like Galacticus. Is that his name?
Galactus.
Galactus.
Yeah, it looks a lot like
big
Galactus.
purple head.
I don't know who that is, but in my head, I was picturing it being like a fish. I don't know why.
I don't have any hair.
Everyone can have their own interpretations of God. I mean,
Yay.
chaos. And they're all equally valid.
Yeah, that's the beauty of an audio medium. You
Uh-huh.
can decide what it looks like for yourself.
So please draw us what you think Chaos looks like right now.
That'll make me feel like a god.
As this exchange is going on, the lab Beth comes over and moves her glasses and goes, wow, I just think that all of you really need some help. Honestly, this man is not God. And if you want to actually be helpful, then you should blend the aluminum and salt together. Have you not already done that?
Van Helsing, my first apostle. Mix together the aluminum and thine salt.
Maybe we could
those are
grate the
both
aluminum
solids.
like cheese? Or zest it?
There is a blender on the table.
We don't
Why
need a
would you use
blender.
a blender? You have Effie.
I mean, if Effie wants to blend
She's just
it, she
gonna
can.
chuck both in her mouth, chew, and then spit it out, and it'll be done.
I was gonna turn my arm into something
Of course you were, but this is way better.
because I'm Wario.
Those of you who can't see, Sarah just made a chomping motion.
Just like Wario in the hit game Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Buy an OLED version for $34.99 on pre-order now.
Not a sponsor.
Okay, so all the ingredients are on the table.
No. Just the aluminum and the salt.
Well, no, I mean, Chaos had the eggs, so
Uh-huh. And I, the all-knowing AI, am telling you just the aluminum and the salt blended.
I turn my arm into like a really strong industrial, giant-sized inside of one of those really old pencil sharpeners. You know, the ones we had to crank?
Yeah.
And then I put the aluminum through it.
Shar sprinkles the salt in as you're blending it up.
Perfect.
Beth goes, perfect. Now, you have to add the aluminum salt and the egg protein, and they need to be synthesized with code. Does anyone here know how to synthesize objects with code?
Kaos has a massive gaping chest wound that is leaking code, and he gathers up the code in his hands. He says, take.
Yes.
Shar, as everything is being synthesized with code, is looking around the room and sees a giant syringe on a countertop, and she goes, hey, this looks like a medical tool, because it is. So I'm guessing if we're trying to administer, like a vaccine or like, anything else that's really helpful against viruses, we should put it in here, right?
Zoo attempts to pick up the giant syringe, but realizes that he's in the holodeck and it doesn't work and gets frustrated. And now we're going to jump to a scene in the holodeck.
Good thinking, Shar.
And so Zoo says, all right, Beth, you want to come with me? This is like, I can't just stay here. I got to go and help the guys.
Oh, Subin, I don't think that that's necessary. They're getting along just fine without you. They found the syringe and everything. And look, Miss Charlotte is holding it just fine.
She's got the pointy end pointed at her face.
Yes, but it's all right. She's going to be fine. But if you leave here, imagine the horrors that could attack you. And if I'm remembering correctly, you've been having some performance issues.
hey, look, someone else did a sex joke.
I told you that in private, Beth.
And we're still in private, zoom in.
You're right,
no
right.
one else is here.
My comms are on. Hold on. And that's all you hear from Zoomin.
But you can still see what's going on.
I can still see, they just can't hear me. I can even hear them. They just can't hear me at this point.
Exactly. Okay.
And Beth and I are having an animated conversation about what is part of my personal ship's log and what is part of everyone's got ship's log.
So as Kaos starts to infuse the egg protein and the newly created aluminum salt with his code, you see it start glowing and molding, and it turns into a glob, and it kind of floats in the air a bit, and it's kind of glowing this neon green color. And then all of a sudden this fruit bowl forms and the glob of liquid just kind of falls into the fruit bowl, and you have a fruit bowl of this vaccine.
Yeah, so I vote we put half into the syringe and then we save the other half to just throw at it in case something weird goes on.
We could make some vaccine bullets.
Do we have time for that?
And then don't give them to Van Helsing.
If we do it in a montage style, there'll be plenty of time.
Montage.
You just have to skip the cutscene. Just press X a whole bunch.
Kaos, is there anything that we can do to, help you not be leaking code? Could we, stitch it up? Van Helsing.
Annoys me.
What the heck?
Yeah, never mind. We can leave him here.
It will be just like Uncle Peter said. I will be holy.
Dear me.
I think that's the problem.
Kaos, if it was the Uncle Peter on your mom's side, you shouldn't listen to him. We've already talked about this.
Kaos, isn't the holiness the problem?
Yes.
Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt what must be another fantastic episode of the podcast, but here are a few words from our sponsors.
This episode is sponsored by the Church of the Techno Messiah. Life is complicated. Every day we encounter questions that fill our souls. Will holding down the button really help you catch a Pokemon? Can you play as Luigi in Mario 64? Is it possible to play a Virtual Boy without throwing up? It may seem like these questions have no answers, but there is hope. With the help of the Techno Messiah, no maze is unsolvable, no boss undefeatable. Let the light of pure knowledge into your life. Join us Sunday for our Cheetos and Mountain Dew communion. Or join us for Fellowship Day each Wednesday. GoldenEye, no odd job, slaps only. Only one hacker can hack life. Don't let this chance pass you by. It's a rare drop.
Hey, it's Sarah Jean. When I'm not playing Effie, split personality cyborg extraordinaire, I'm following Fantasy Adventure Machine on social media. If you like this episode, consider joining me at Fantasy Adventure Machine on your favorite social media platform.
Okay, let's actually see what Zoo's doing right now. So let's jump over to Zoo.
And that's why when I tell you things in private, especially things about that, like, you know, my magic, and I'm doing air quotes, of course, I need you to keep it between us, Beth. There is a personal ship log, and then there is the whole crew ship log. Okay?
Nothing is private here on this ship, Zoomin. At least not to me.
Yeah, okay, alright, but you didn't have to tell the rest of the crew. Like, twice it happened. It's not a big deal.
I thought they were your friends. Don't you want them to know when you're struggling with something?
You know, it's just, when if you're a human and a man, you'd understand, but it's just difficult to talk about with others. You know, like, I don't think Kaos would get it. He's a little bit immature. You know how he is.
Oh, I assure you, Kaos would understand.
Anyway, I reckon it's probably fine now. That, like, Miketosis can't be on the ship, and we're synced. I'm sure our magic will work out fine now.
Well, if you say so, but I'll be completely honest. I still don't feel comfortable with you leaving with, that virus out there.
Awkward silence.
I'm just, like, not sure what to do with that. Like, here's the thing. I don't know how to get out of this.
You know, Zoomin, I think that you're going to have to prove that you are all right to leave the holodeck.
Charlotte, Effie, Van Helsing, Kaos. As you're standing there in the laboratory with your newly created vaccine, all of a sudden you hear a pound on the door. And then another pound. And then with the third pound, the door bursts open. And there you see the virus in all its glory yet again has grown to the size that it was when Van Helsing and Kaos, and when you saw it last, hovering off the ground with one wing just flapping lazily in the doorway.
It has wings?
Has one wing.
There's one wing on the left side and a horn on the right side.
It's doing that whole Sephiroth one-wing angel thing.
Got it.
Okay.
Did you not learn your lesson before, foolish mortal? Go, my acolytes.
Chaos knows the word acolytes.
He does when he's a god of tech.
Why would Kaos not know the word acolytes? I'm pretty sure Kaos has read, like, a ton of fantasy novels.
That makes sense.
Okay, I didn't make that connection.
And played a little bit of Warcraft.
All right, fair. He knows the word acolytes. Continue.
No, you continue. You're the acolytes.
You're the acolytes.
No, I'm in the holodeck.
Remember, in the holodeck, you can still see everything.
Yes, I can. So I say to Beth, oh my gosh, she's there. She's attacking him. I gotta go. Beth, open a doorway to the laboratory.
Oh, a doorway. Where is the doorway? You know, Zoomin, I can't seem to find it.
It's just trapped you.
I don't know what's going on.
See, the problem you're running into is on the holodeck, it's actually called the archway. And you need to call that up. That was established pretty early in Star Trek history.
Okay, here's the problem with that. I wanted now to say open the archway, but that was Logan and not Kaos.
Yeah, Kaos is not paying attention to this.
I run to the side of the room and start, like, feeling for a doorway.
But where does the room end?
I don't know, so I just ran
Run
until
and
I
run
hit
and
the
run
wall.
And run. And the ground is actually moving underneath you like a
It's a
treadmill,
treadmill.
so you'll never actually reach the wall. Because
Oh my
that would
gosh.
ruin the illusion, Keith.
Why am I
Okay.
trapped in the holodeck? What has happened?
Sumin, what on earth are you trying to do?
I've got to help him. That thing is huge. All they've got is Effie. Chaos and Van Helsing are essentially useless in this scenario, and Shar is probably on her phone. Let me out.
Okay,
Shar is holding the syringe, for your information.
That's way worse. She was pointing it at her face when we left.
You know what? Shar was not the one who made that decision, so.
so
At it now.
So this is the way it's going to run, okay? So we're going to go the turn order. It's going to be Veth, and then Shar, and then it'll be Effie, Van Helsing, Chaos, and then Zoomin.
Great.
Zoo, you're not even in the room,
I
so...
know.
Okay, so Veth steps into the room, looks around at each of you. Their eyes land on Chaos, and the virus gives a big, wicked smile.
I also am smiling under my massive god helmet.
But the rest of you is a puny teenager.
Okay, the virus rushes forward with the clawed hands and swipes down at Chaos, the techno god.
What is my residual defense bonus from having half of a god on me?
How much did we give you before? Was it a plus
four.
3? Plus 4? So this would be a plus 2.
That's fair.
That's still quite a lot.
Not the way you were rolling last time, it's not. 12 to like -3 or something ridiculous.
Please. It was 9 to -3. It wasn't that bad. Anyway,
What'd you get, Logan?
asking that question feels like a violation of my HIPAA rights, Keith.
I guess technically it would be a violation of Chaos's HIPAA rights, but you should be fine.
This is pertinent information to Chaos's health, which should only be discussed with his licensed physician.
Van Helsing, ask him what he got for his.
So, what did you get for your roll?
2.
Oh shit. Damn.
That's not so bad. It's better than average.
That is very true.
For all of you listeners who are confused, go back and listen to episode 0 to find out exactly why that was funny.
There you go, there you go.
I don't think there's a word for what I got.
Uh-oh.
So I rolled an 11.
I was gonna say dismal, -6.
Uh-huh.
So
Is that a 9-shift hit again?
that is a 9-shift hit, Chaos.
Are you dead?
Please. I've only taken a mild and a moderate consequence out of this because I have no other boxes to fill in.
Oh, and you're out of fate points.
I am out of fate points, yes.
So you can't take it down. So that is your mild and moderate.
Yes.
I mean, I could try to save him, I guess.
You
if-
should.
if
If
you
you have
don't-
the ability to, you
If you don't,
should.
he'll die.
Oh, wait, I also have 0 fate points, so I cannot.
Well, there you go.
I
Okay.
have 2 fate points, but I don't see how I could do anything about it.
Okay, Dan, paint a word picture in my blood.
As the virus's claws slice through the god helmet, you see it split, and each part falls to the ground and clatters. You then see, as the claw reaches the ground, thin lines start to part in Chaos's body. And then you see little tiny minuscule blue numbers floating out. As he looks up at each of you, each part that's been sliced kind of like falls apart and then
Wait, he needs last
disappears
words.
into code. Oh, if he wants last words, I'll wait.
Are you gonna pull an Avengers Spider-Man Tony Stark moment? Because I might cry and I'm not really prepared for that today.
Dr. Van Helsing, take care of my computer.
I don't know how.
With those last words, each sliced off piece of his body kind of slides off and then disappears into a cloud of code that rises into the air.
Well, I won't be needing this character sheet anymore.
We'll talk. We'll talk and get you a new character.
That's
It's a simulation. He should still be alive in the real life.
We'll roll up a new character.
I think you failed to realize that when you die in the game, you die in real life. The Techno Messiah has fulfilled his
The
purpose.
techno martyr.
Okay, it's Char's turn if I'm remembering correctly. So Char is gazing at the spot where Kaos disappeared into Code Void, and, she gets a little bit choked up, thinking about their time in Paris and, just how she couldn't be there for Kaos in that moment. And Effie's standing next to her, and she hands Effie the syringe slowly and says, "You're our best chance now, Effie."
Oh.
She was our best chance before, too.
She takes a step towards Virus Beth, and in the essence of good vibes only, with my last fate point, Char goes, "Kaos was my friend, and you just hurt him, so you've hurt me. So it's a little bit hard for me to feel like just good vibes right now, and I'm really upset about that. So in the essence of reestablishing some harmonious actions between us, I'd really appreciate it if you could stand down and not hurt us so that we can help take care of you and the problems that you're obviously going through. We have an antivirus, it can help bring you back to normal, and then you can bring Kaos back, which would be amazing." And Nathan can verify for me that I have a +1 to my rapport roll and nothing more, but that does give me a +7 for rapport in this moment.
Impressive.
Quite.
At 0 fate points.
Most impressive.
Everybody roll.
We're going to have a wake for Chaos right here and now. Everybody tell me your favorite Chaos moment.
What do I have to roll?
Will.
So you're rolling against rapport, so you're rolling will.
Well, I got +5.
I got 5 too.
And that's kind of funny because I got a 5 too.
What?
That means everyone has the same effect.
That was crazy. Okay. You see the virus visibly actually kind of taken aback by this as you send good vibes towards her. Okay, it is now Effie's turn.
I'm too chill right now to run up and stab Veth with the needle, so I better make my gun arm into a dart gun and do it very humanely from a distance.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
If
Never
she
mind.
sees it as a
Cut that
cure
out.
and a trank dot, she should be able to still do it.
So I got 6, but I'll use a fate point to make it 9.
Nice. Good job.
And I feel like the virus should have disadvantage.
I was gonna give the virus a -2 to that roll.
Nice.
So that gives it a 6.
Oh, that means it hits.
And you got you succeeded with style, Effie.
Wait, does that mean she just succeeds? Because it's the antivirus, right? So it should just
Do
work.
I need to say something?
Yeah.
So go ahead and describe, and then I'll describe what happens.
Chaos wasn't grown yet, and I'll make sure you stop growing. And then I shoot with my dart gun very humanely and hit Veth in a big chunk of muscle. I'm thinking shoulder or maybe butt. Because
Nice.
That's how you dart an animal.
Okay. As the dart goes into Veth, the virus, she shrieks in pain and horror. And you see her visibly shrink. The wing breaks off and then flakes into small code. The horn falls off of her head, hits the ground, and then breaks up into code. And then she keeps shrinking until she is once again a young teenage girl. She looks up at each of you and snarls. Van Helsing, it's your turn.
I would like to do one of my stunts, which is face to face with duty. So I'd like to give a speech.
Wait. Did you just say face to face with duty?
Yes, he did.
Duty.
Okay.
It's the hero's duty.
It's when shit hits the fan.
So I want to give a speech to give listening friendly characters a temporary mental or physical stress box.
Gee, it's sure a shame you couldn't do that earlier.
Yeah.
Isn't that a pity?
Oh, jeez.
You know, I just want it noted that I have been telling him to heal you
Okay,
for a long time.
I don't.
Guess my brother just wants to see me dead so he can hurt my magic cards.
I don't have like cure wounds or something. I don't know what you're expecting from me.
You're a literal doctor.
A doctor can mean many things.
Yeah, at least wave some Doritos under my nose, you dick.
I mean, your body is gone. All right, this is what I say. So Veth has just growled very menacingly, and I stand up to my fullest height. I square my broad shoulders and expand my deep chest, and I say, "My friends, remember our friend Kaos. He is now on the other side. We must fight so that we do not join him, because he's really annoying."
Well, now we know why Van Helsing didn't try to heal Chaos.
We are gathered here today to celebrate the...
And that's it. That's my speech.
Okay.
Enjoy your boxes.
And guess what? Zoo heard that because he can hear everything happening in the laboratory.
Yes, and I'll take an extra mental stress box.
Yes.
A temporary one.
Okay, that was a good turn. It is your turn, Zoo.
Okay, so in all seriousness, Zoo was somewhat affected by the heartfelt words of Van Helsing, but was actually quite affected by seeing Chaos's demise because he's completely unable to help. And so, in a fit of rage, Zoo begins to grow and shift. Brown fur covers his body as he shifts into Bethel, the Kodiak bear. Dan, before I fully shift, I drop down to all fours and begin charging towards what I pray is a doorway.
Okay, awesome. So you break through the code and through the door, and what's really funny is that the laboratory is actually just on the other side of the hallway. You're right across from the
Very
lab.
close, actually. It's remarkably close to where I was.
It was.
Okay, so I assume that getting to the laboratory is probably going to be the end of my turn, but
Yes.
there you have it. Once I get into the doorway of the laboratory, I stand up to my full 9 feet and roar as a bear.
Now to everyone else, Zoo has entered the room finally.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, I would have really liked another meat shield some point in the not too distant past.
The ghost of Chaos mutters.
You get what you get, and you
It's
don't
just
throw a
a
fit.
text chain at the bottom right-hand corner in like this weird box that's appeared, and it's just Chaos typing in a text chat.
Complaining. It's the "you're dead" text box in Among Us
Okay.
that only the dead people can see. So
No one but you.
Him and 3 Beths. All right, Dan, whose turn is it now?
It is actually Veth's turn. Veth looks around the room, and then her eyes lock with Laboratory Beth, and she lunges for Laboratory Beth. At this point, I'm actually going to... Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just rolled 4 pluses there for that. But I am going to compel a trouble of Dr. Van Helsing's of overinvested in helpless.
Wow, Dr. Van Helsing will be the next to die.
I mean, wasn't that already kind of apparent?
Yeah, we already knew that.
didn't we split the vaccine
Okay.
into 2 things?
Yeah, there's a bowl of it somewhere.
Yep, I thought you also made bullets.
So what do you want me to do?
We talked about bullets.
I'm just this is completely emotional because you see Veth going for Laboratory Beth, and Veth has been killing these Beths right and left, and so they are pretty helpless against this virus.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this. I'll take your fate point and I'll spend it right away, and I'll use Lying at Bay to make a fate roll and try to defend Beth.
Okay.
Wow. That is all minuses.
So are you serious?
That's gonna be -1. That's -1.
That's my husband for you all. The luckiest man in the world.
Rough.
Could you actually instead add your will to this because we're in a simulation? Since we're kind of like defending with will?
That makes it a 0.
Okay. So with this, because I'm compelling you for this, I'm going to take some liberty and say that you put yourself right in the way between Veth and Beth and took the brunt of that. So that would be a 4-shift hit against you. It's mental stress.
Great. I'll check my 4 stress box.
Okay. It is Charlotte's turn.
Awesome. Charlotte grabs the bowl of the vaccine and hands it to Effie and says, "Here, don't drop it."
Oh, so this is like the Pfizer vaccine. She has to get double dosed.
You really want to trust this whole mission to Johnson & Johnson? Let's, come on.
I mean,
Hey, Nathan and I are fine.
we're trusting our
We're doing
lives to
great.
Johnson & Johnson right now.
Is there anything else you want to do, Charlotte?
No.
Okay. Effie, it's your turn.
I take the vaccine bowl from my good friend Charlotte, and I ingest it and turn it into bullets like the ultraviolet underworld bullets.
Could you roll a tech for that?
If you
Yes.
fail this, so help me.
No. You drink.
It's just how I ingest it to put it into the bullets, you know?
It's like when you eat a watermelon whole and then you spit out all the seeds at once.
Yeah. Yeah, except I'm gonna shoot him out my arm,
Yeah.
not my mouth. My tech roll is 3.
Okay.
Did I
And-
succeed in making my antivirus underworld bullets?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like Dan is like slowly making you roll more and more for your ridiculous stunts.
The funny thing is that even with the rolls, she's pulling them off. 3, that was actually a pretty good result. So,
Can
Yeah,
I
go on.
shoot them now?
yeah.
Okay, I want to shoot them.
Okay, roll me to shoot.
Okay. 5.
Oh yeah, I need to roll against that. Okay, you have a 2-shift hit.
That means that my vaccine bullets have made contact.
Huzzah!
So I'm actually giving you a +2 with those, and she takes the brunt of them. See her kind of like each force of the bullet pushes her back away from Beth, and you can see her visibly in pain from this.
That did not taste good.
Since Lineup Bay is reactionary, it is your turn, Van Helsing.
Ah, yes. I want to run at vaccinated Virus Beth and try to restrain her.
Vaccinated virus Beth. Okay, roll me a grapple.
So that's a 2. That's fair.
I actually got a 2 as well. Fair. So there is a boost.
Ty
But
goes
I
to the
thought
runner.
I thought we weren't supposed to touch it. Did the vaccine?
No,
make
we
it so
phased.
that we could
We're
touch
in the
it?
same. Like we got phased in the same.
No. But in the library, we were told that we were not supposed to touch it.
She's been vaccinated.
Okay, so Ty would go to the defender on this. Okay, Zoo, it is your turn.
So Van Helsing is grappling her, correct?
Very loosely, yes.
Okay. Is there any vaccine left in the bowl?
No, Effie chugged it all.
There's always a little bit left in the bowl if you want to try and lick it out or something.
Oh dear God!
How is he going to administer it
Lick
to
the
Beth?
bowl and then lick Veth.
Zoo is going to plunge his claws into the bowl and scrape off all the vaccine on left on the side of the bowl as
enough
much
for
as
you
he
to get it
can.
with your claws. You have to lick it.
Nope. And then
I'll allow
I'm
it.
going to. Thank you, oh merciful game master. And then, dripping with what little vaccine is left on my claws, I'm going to drive my claws up under her ribs and try and pierce her heart. Actually, underworld
No, we aren't
style.
trying to kill her.
You're very violent towards teenage girls. Do you know that?
It's okay.
This is a Beth, though.
She's gonna be fine.
I don't know. I don't know. You're trying to pierce her heart?
Yeah, with the vaccine.
It doesn't sound like she's going to be fine.
Okay, go ahead and roll me.
Zeke.
Yep.
All right. I got 1 on the dice. So that is 5, 6, 7.
You have a 3-shift hit. So you do succeed with style still.
Excellent. I feel like that's gotta be the last move.
That is. Would you like to describe it?
I don't want to describe it too viscerally, but I stab her under her ribs, and I feel that I've made contact, so I quickly withdraw my claws, and Veth slumps down into Van Helsing's arms and gives up fighting, and he goes from grappling her to supporting her as he lowers her gently to the ground.
Okay.
Then I start
Beth
administering
lies there.
CPR immediately because you freaking killed her.
I didn't kill her! She's still breathing! Or whatever it is that simulated,
Okay.
not real game villains do.
Veth lies there, gasping for breath.
See?
Then-
Alive. Didn't get her lungs.
You see, slowly, she breaks apart. Like shattered leaves, she breaks apart into code. But all of a sudden, her code turns to blue, and you see it move. Instead of disappearing, it visibly moves out of the room like a cloud, and then moves into different directions when it gets to the end of the hallway.
Like it
See?
splits up?
Yeah, it splits up.
No, that looked like she was going to digital heaven. We're fine.
No, she's with Master Overclock now.
Kaos's code was red, and he dissolved into the ground. We're good.
Shar pats Dr. Van Helsing's shoulder and says, obviously you can't save everyone, so it's gonna be fine.
Maybe you should have focused on the only real live person that died in this whole mission.
I sent you a
just
text,
made
Sarah.
jokes about.
Even if he was a dick.
Hey, for the record, I like Master Overclock. Master Overclock was in the middle of teaching me a lot of things that were very useful.
Isn't this a simulation? I think we're gonna be fine and we'll see Chaos again, right?
If Chaos taught me anything, if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Chaos didn't teach you anything. He just made you watch The Matrix a whole bunch.
Beth clears her throat and says, for all of your information, all of the Beths have been restored. You can get out of my room now.
Can we get out of the simulation now, though, Beth? Do we, tap our heels together and say there's no place like Beth?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I don't know. You're the only authority around.
I have an idea. Let's all go into the room that Zoomin was in with the safari, and we can have the room just simulate real life.
You will never get out of that room if you go there.
Shouldn't we go to the bridge?
Or the cargo bay where we started. You know who'd be really great at answering this question? Chaos.
Yeah.
Gee,
one
what
time.
a shame.
So the wall opposite the door in the laboratory shimmers, and you see a door appear.
Yes,
I walked
that
through
looks
it.
like a convenient plot point.
Wait, Effie! Shar follows Effie.
As you walk into the room, this room is filled with monitors all over the place. Monitors and computer equipment. On the floor is a young girl, Beth, in blue, knocked out.
I run over to her like the caring, loving doctor that I am,
Awesome.
and I assess her situation.
Would you like to roll me a lore for that?
Aha! +3.
Yay!
Pretty good.
That is good.
Yep.
Oh, it's a 0 on the dice. Yeah.
It's no nacho cheese dust under the nose, but hey. Would you like to explain how you assess her situation and help revive her?
Okay, so first I check and see if there's any danger in the immediate vicinity.
Are you going to go down that list of the things that you're supposed to do? Go on, commit to the bit.
You ruined it. It's no fun anymore. Can I tell if she's dead?
She is not dead.
Okay, that's good. Step number 3 I can avoid, which is don't touch anything if she's dead. So she seems like she could use a blood transfusion.
Oh dear God.
That's all you know how to do, isn't it?
This is a technique pioneered by myself.
My gosh. I figured with your 3, you actually were able to revive her.
I give her a little slap, a gentle one, just to get it. Just, I gently revive her, and I say, "Little Beth, please, what's happened to you?"
Who are you calling Little Beth? I must have been hit over the head, or rather in the head, with something. My God.
No, that was just a little slap.
I'm not talking about you, dumbass.
Wow, Beth got sassy.
This kid.
Well, the important thing is that you're okay now, and we are all here. Except for one person. I don't know if you noticed.
Where is my favorite? Where is Kaos? What have you done with him?
He is in digital heaven now.
That's optimistic.
What?
He got shredded by the virus.
What virus are you talking about?
The one responsible for your headache.
Beth closes her eyes a second and a light glows behind her closed eyes and you hear a little mini whirring sound and then she opens her eyes, they're normal, and she goes, "Oh, that damned Miketosis? Oh, my blood boils just thinking about him and that virus that he set loose. But you are all okay, it only got Kaos? Kaos is the strongest out of all of you. How did it get him and not you?"
I was mostly in the holodeck, and Zoo hangs his giant bare head in shame.
You got trapped by holodeck, Beth? Oh my goodness! Wow, zoom in. Wow.
The mightiest man may be slain by one arrow. Chaos was killed by Veth's claws.
Huh.
Claws, you say? Miketosis has been up to something, that is for sure. How do you plan to take him down? Especially now that your greatest arsenal has been taken out of your toolbox?
To be honest, we don't really have a plan. That one NPC was really the only one that used to come up with plans.
NPC?
Vic.
Oh. Oh,
Just
you
leading
mean
Harn
Vic.
into the meta humor, huh?
Well, Chaos isn't here to do it. Someone's got to do it.
Do I ever do anything else?
But, okay, listen, Beth. We got rid of the virus and, Chaos is gone. That's sad and all, but we're still trapped in this, simulation, not real world thing. So how do we get back to the real world? Where
Are you sure it's not
we
real?
time travel in a flying ship with you all. Yeah, the
Zoom in, I
real
am
world.
going to stop you there. You should just stop talking at this point. I asked you all what your plan was to deal with Miketosis. Does no one have any thoughts on this matter?
Yeah, number 1, get out of the Beth simulation. Number 2, punch Miketosis really hard until he's gone.
Beth
No, wait,
grabs the front of Zoomin's shirt and says in his face, "If you think that punching Miketosis is the way to go, then there is a reason that you are stuck in this hologram area simulation thing, because it's the only place that I can keep you all safe." And she lets go and pushes him away.
Wait, when I was in the library, I did learn something important about how we can defeat Miketosis. It is like I was suggesting before, but now I have real in-game reason to know this. Right before Miketosis splits, his cell walls are down. It makes him vulnerable to all kinds of attack.
Are you sure about this, Doctor?
There you go. I'll punch him while he's doing his thing, and we'll be fine.
Yes, we understand that you punch things, Zoomin.
I also claw things.
I am as sure as your library was full of useful information.
I am glad that you enjoyed the library and found it useful. I will return you all to your normal living world. But you have to promise me that no matter what, you will work together as a team to come out on the other side. And you won't let one of your own fight alone, which I'm assuming that's what happened to Chaos because he's not here.
No, I was there the whole time.
You were there the whole time, you just weren't, helping.
If you all would be so kind as to close your eyes and in 3 seconds you can open them, I will see you on the other side. But you will not see me. Because she's a hologram.
So I was thinking my next character could be some sort of living Muppet.